Hi friends, I'm Ashley. I'm so excited that you decided to join me to get this final challenge of the Minimal Moms Clutter-Free January series. I know that it's not January anymore, but we're still within the first week of February, and you know, life happens. So better late than never, right? The final week has to do with storage areas and sentimental items. My storage areas would probably be a full-length features worth of time to film. I am going to focus on a few different kinds of sentimental items. Amazon delivery. Thank you. These things specifically that I'm going to focus on today are two things that came to my mind specifically thinking about sentimental items, and these are things that I think that I specifically have been holding on to out of guilt. These things are greeting cards, like Christmas cards, birthday cards, you know, any kind of cards really. The second thing is I have a bunch of jewelry that was my mom's. Now, she passed away in 2012, and I have a bunch of things that were hers that, you know, some of them are meaningful and some of them were just like costume jewelry that I have been holding on to out of guilt because they were hers. There are some things that I am holding on to, but these pieces of like costume jewelry, really, they don't hold any sentimental value to me besides the fact that they were hers. So I am gonna go through those things. I'm not really a big jewelry person, but I would like to be, especially with these items that were my mom's, that hold memories. I think that I'll get started with the jewelry items. So let's go grab those and we'll get started on that. All right. So this is my hall closet. It's like the most storage that we have inside the house, and I've pretty much turned it into like my area. I've got a lot of like my arts and crafts stuff. Yeah, anyways, I've gone through this area recently. I may do it again at some point, but for now we're gonna focus on this here. So I have this jewelry organizer that I have a bunch of stuff in. Some of this is my own stuff. Some of it is most of it is like my mom's stuff. So this is what I'm gonna go through now. These things were also underneath my bathroom cabinet, kind of stuffed in the back. I haven't looked at it in quite a while. So I'm gonna go through this while I'm going through the rest of this jewelry that most of which was my mom's. I'm also gonna go ahead and go through this as well. Most of these are my pieces actually, but I haven't gone looking for them in, I mean, who knows how long. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through these, see what I can get rid of, and see what I can try to start incorporating into, you know, daily use. The little box thing my mom gave me, so I am going to hang on to that. But the rest of the stuff inside I need to go through and, you know, see what I want to keep and what I don't.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends.
Y'all, I did not even realize how dirty this table was until I started editing, so just try to ignore it.
I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep. In your worn out sweaters,
out of all of the stuff that was in those two places that I've been storing all this jewelry, this is all of the stuff that I'm getting rid of. And this little bit back here is all that I'm keeping. That's like the sentimental stuff, you know, stuff that, you know, I actually remember my mom wearing, things that were my grandparents, some things that I remember buying with like my grandparents, or that were given to me by my grandparents, or given to me by my mom, you know, stuff like that. So I am getting rid of a ton of stuff that has really just been sitting around here doing nothing but taking up space. I am going to donate all of this stuff, and hopefully there is somebody out there that can get, you know, get some use out of it, as opposed to it just continuing to sit in my closet in the hallway or underneath my bathroom sink. And I may be able to declutter this hanging thing that most of that was in. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and deal with this stuff that I know I'm getting rid of, and then I'll figure out what I think might be the best option for storing the stuff, the very few things that I am keeping. I separated out all of the necklaces and put them in little baggies just to try to keep them from getting all tangled up together. So I decided for now that I'm just going to put the stuff I'm keeping back in that little cupcake holder. The stuff that I'm putting to the side is kind of like dirty or tarnished, so I decided to go ahead and try to clean that stuff before I put it away.
It's kind of crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody sings.
So I looked on Pinterest for like a DIY jewelry cleaner, and it literally was just like hot water, salt, baking soda, and a little bit of dish soap in a jar. Let that set for 15 or 20 minutes and good to go. All right, while my jewelry is in that solution, the cleaning solution, I am gonna go through tons of cards. Now, my family is really into giving cards. They always do a great job of picking out cards that you can tell are really heartfelt, and they took their time to, you know, go through and find the perfect card. The problem is, I know that, therefore I feel guilty about getting rid of them. I know that my dad keeps all of his cards, and I will admit, this is not every card that I have ever received, but there's a ton of them, and most of these are older than 5 years old. Collecting in this bag for a long time. There are a few cards that I can think of specifically that I would like to keep if I can find them. Some from my mom, some from my grandparents that have like special messages in them that I would really like to keep if I could find them. You know, if not, it is what it is. Most of these are going to get recycled. There is one card specifically that was given to me by my mom. It was a college graduation card that she gave to me about for when I graduated from college the first time. And it was about 6 months before she passed away. However, I did end up getting the message that she wrote in that card tattooed here on my arm in her handwriting. So even if I cannot find the card itself, I have that message that she left me engraved on my body forever. And so really, I mean, this is what was important about that card, not the card, not the physical card itself. So If I can find the card, great. I would like to keep it and I would like to put it in a memory box. If not, I have the important part of that card here. So I'm gonna go through all these cards. Like I said, most of these are going to end up being recycled. I haven't looked at them probably since they went in this box. Let's get started. If you have specific sentimental items that you know that you've been wanting to go through for a while and just haven't found the time, now is the time. Come along with me. Let's get through this stuff. I know that it can be hard to get rid of the sentimental items. I have definitely felt that struggle. But the more that I declutter, the more I get rid of, the better I feel. And the more I am finding that, you know, these items, the physical items, are not the memories. Nobody can ever tell you to get rid of anything. But I've heard so many times that if everything is special, nothing is special. If everything is important, nothing is important. So to be able to go through the sentimental items, the things that we've been holding on to, the things that have caused us guilt, to think about getting rid of, if we keep everything, nothing is special. So I'm gonna go through all of this stuff. If you have anything that you need to go through that is a sentimental item, do it with me. Let's get this done together, and we'll be one step closer to, you know, freeing up space in our home and actually being able to treasure those sentimental items that really do mean something to us, the things that really are special. Let's clear some space together. Come along with me. Let's get this done. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your hand. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. This is everything I'm getting rid of. It's a pretty big pile. To be honest, I really didn't even go through it very much. I kind of had an idea as to what I was looking for, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time going through them. To anybody, any of my family who's watching this that is like feeling kind of disappointed, I'm sorry, but the thought in the moment is wonderful. But they're taking up space in my house and they're causing me stress. Sometimes you just have to let go of things. This small pile here, this should not have been in there in the first place. That's like some insurance stuff. But this small pile here is what I am keeping. There's a couple of things from some of my friends who have passed away. Few cards that have some special messages from my grandparents and from my mom. This is the card that I was looking for. This is the card that has the message that I have tattooed on my arm. So I didn't know if it was in there, and so I was, you know, pretty happy to find that. This was from her as well. This was only about a couple of months before she passed away. So I will admit I got a little bit emotional when I found those, but you know, now I have gone through all of the things that are not bringing me any joy. They don't hold any memories for me, and I was able to find some things that do. So I can, you know, try to figure out something special to do with these and, you know, really allow them to be special for me. There are a few cards here that were given to me by, you know, some family members and some friends when I was diagnosed with breast cancer and like going through my surgery and treatments and all of that. So there's some nice messages in here, and so I decided to keep a few of those. It's from my my grandparents, my dad's parents' 50th anniversary. Some old Christmas cards. I have more of these kinds of things that I need to get and go through and figure out a better way to store them. A card that was given to me by my clinical group at school when I finished radiation this past September. They all put together a gift for me and gave me this card and congratulated me on that. This DIY jewelry cleaner actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. They came out looking pretty good, but I decided to put them back in one more time just for good measure. Getting rid of these sentimental items is kind of bittersweet. We all have items that we think of as sentimental, but really we just feel guilty getting rid of. These cards have been one of those things. And again, my family has always been really big into cards, and I know that they take a lot of time to pick out cards that they see as fitting for whatever the occasion may be and whoever they are giving it to. However, having this giant pile of cards from like my 21st birthday, which I'm now almost 30, and I don't think that I have looked at this card since my 21st birthday. What reason is there behind keeping this stuff when it's literally just sitting in a box, sitting in a bag? Like, this box has been sitting here on the floor for quite a while now, taking up space, causing me stress and frustration because it's clutter. So I have picked out the few things that really are meaningful to me, that bring back good memories. Again, the items are not the memories, but it's okay to hang on to some stuff. If you are really unsure about whether or not you should get rid of something, hang on to it for a while. Do the easy stuff first. If you go through things and you know for sure that it doesn't bring back any memories to you, that it's not special to you, get rid of it. And if there are some things that you're unsure about, hang on to it. And as you go through the process of decluttering and finding out exactly what is meaningful to you, you may come back to that stuff that you've been hanging on to unsure about and realize, wow, that really does bring me joy. That really does hold a lot of memory and sentiment. Or you might decide that, wow, it really doesn't bring me any kind of joy or memories or whatever it may be. I guess the moral to this story, or this lesson, or whatever you want to call this, I guess the moral is, don't let guilt be what stands between you and living your best life. For so long, I have been stressed out and angry and probably no fun to be around because of the condition of my home. Cluttered and hard to keep up with, hard to clean, hard to maintain. And so the more I get rid of, the better I'm feeling. And I think I'm probably a much more pleasant person to be around at home, which, I mean, I will admit, super embarrassing to say that, when I'm at home, I am not a happy person. But it's because of all of the stuff that is constantly around me. All of the things that are around me in my house are just reminders of all of the things that have to be done. And I don't have a whole lot of time on my hands. I don't know anybody that does have an infinite amount of time. There are things that have to be done on a daily basis, and there are not enough hours in the day. If we can make our lives easier by having less things, I'm so down for it. And I don't know what has taken me so long to realize that having more things does not mean that you are more happy or more successful. And so the more I get rid of, the better I feel, the less stress I feel. and it feels great. Well, I know that I still have a ton to do. Like, I'm looking around this living room right now, and I've got stuff that needs to get donated. I've got this pile of cards that needs to get put into the recycling. I still have a long way to go, but the more progress I make, the more motivated I feel to get more done. I am here doing what I gotta do. If you need the motivation like I did to get started with all of this, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button if you are feeling motivated and you feel like you're getting a lot out of this video. I guess I'm kind of just talking to myself, how I'm feeling and whatnot, and you can listen if you want or don't. But you know, doing these videos and kind of talking through it, I guess it's been pretty therapeutic for me. I got a lot of value out of watching others here on YouTube decluttering their homes and getting rid of things and talking their way through it. So that's why I decided to start this channel and do the same thing, and, you know, see what I can do to help motivate you and others to, you know, take control of your life, take control of your home. It's amazing to me how much better I feel and how my mentality has changed surrounding the things that I own and the things I bring into my home and the things that I choose to spend my money on. My ideas have completely changed and my mentality is different than it was even 6 months ago. It can be hard to get rid of these things, knowing, you know, I spent however much money on them, or, you know, whatever the case may be, whatever it is I feel guilty for getting rid of things. I feel, you know, whatever it may be that's causing us to hold on to these things. Let it go. I mean, to put it as bluntly as that, let it go. Get over it. Because if you're feeling stressed out and unhappy and just overwhelmed by the clutter, you have to let those things go. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the idea that you can't get rid of something because you spent money on it. That money is spent. You're not going to get it back by letting it take up space in your home. Anyways, if you like this video and you are finding value in being able to come along with me and getting some motivation to get started yourself with, you know, getting rid of some of the stuff that is in your home, freeing up some space, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Leave me some comments. Let me know what kind of sentimental items that you have been holding on to, that you know you've been needing to go through but have just been dreading it. We all have it. If guilt is holding you back, let it go. If you need some more motivation to declutter and get rid of some stuff, free up some space in your home, I have a ton more to do. This is the last video that's following along with the Clutter-Free January series that was started by Dawn the Minimal Mom, but I have a ton more to do. Like, I am not done decluttering and getting rid of things because the challenge is over. There's a ton more to do. So if you need motivation, go ahead and subscribe, like this video. Also, let me know what other kind of areas in your home are the ones that cause you the most stress, the ones that you have the most trouble with. If it's something that I'm having trouble with as well, then I'll see what I can do about making a video to try to help you get motivated to get through that space as well. So don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like, and I will see you next time. Bye.